Alrighty, this is a no BS guide to, quite frankly, getting your academic shit together. 3 steps, no fluff. First of all, before we get into it, why should you listen to me? These are some of my credentials here. Ducks my school last year, graduated. Not only did I get these results here, which amazing, at the age of 16 in year 11, 100 out of 100 in advanced math, 47 out of 50 in extension, smashed chemistry and physics, English and religion, state ranked as well. And not only did I do that academically, but I was also school captain. I played first 15 rugby. I had relationships, social life, all that sort of stuff. And I don't say that to boast, and we'll get into this later, but I want to show you that you can actually do this while balancing other sort of stuff. So I've got 3 steps for you today to make an academic comeback. I think that term is thrown around so loosely, but I don't even want you to think it's an academic comeback. I think it's just setting yourself up academically for the rest of your life and opening opportunities up for yourself. So let's get straight into it. I'm not trying to waste your time. 3 steps, actionable steps you can do today. So first of all, why should you become a high achiever? Why should you have an academic comeback? Well, I think that looking back on my journey, excelling academically in my younger years laid a really good foundation for me to become a high achiever in other areas of my life. So doing really well in school in years 9, 10, and 11 and becoming ducks in year 11 gave me the confidence to run for school captain. And then I got school captain, and then now I've got the confidence to put myself out there on social media like I am now and get these views that you're seeing, 400,000, 100,000 views at a time. I think I've amassed a little under 2 million views in total, and I've only been doing this for a couple months, and I haven't really been doing it fully. So, I know that once I put my all into it, I can do pretty well. Not only that, but I'm on my way to studying medicine. I've already destroyed the medical entrance exam and have a good GPA, so it's looking pretty good. I'm out talking in schools all around Sydney and sharing my mental health tips, my study tips, my mindset tips, all that sort of stuff. I'm getting invited to charity ball events just at the age of 18 with adults. I'm running my own academic mentorship and tutoring business as well. That's going pretty well. As you can see, got some testimonials there. I don't say any of this to boast, but I want to inspire you and show you that it is really possible to become a high achiever, and you don't have to be special. I was never special. I got bullied as a kid. I was struggling as a kid, but I made a commitment to actually becoming it. And I'll show you exactly how to do that today. But you need to make a promise to yourself, to me and yourself, that you start right here, right now, after this video. What I teach you to do today, which won't be long, what I teach you to do today, you need to put into practice straight away. So, the academic weapon. We need to get clear on what defines a high achiever, what defines the academic weapon. I'm a strong proponent of the fact that in order to achieve an outcome, you must first become the person who can attract that outcome. An analogy I guess I can use is a poor person becomes rich by believing that they're rich in the mind, in the soul, in the body, and then doing the things that a rich person would do. And then they become rich and they make money, if that makes sense. They're poor, but they start that business because they feel rich and they feel rich in knowledge and they can help other people. That's what I mean. So, same for you. You will not have an academic comeback if you believe that you fundamentally lack intellectual aptitude. It's just not going to happen. If you think I'm not smart enough, I'm dumb, click off this video right now. Don't click off this video right now because we're going to actually show you how to change that. But if you stay like that, then you're done for. You're never gonna get there. So I want to show you today how you can do that. First step, my plan is identity. Fix your identity. The strongest way to change your identity to one of academic confidence is through daily non-negotiables. Believe that you can be an academic weapon. Stop calling yourself lazy or a bad student. What you think matters. And you need to act like the person who always succeeds because you will attract. I believe in the law of attraction. I believe that whether you think it's God or the universe, I believe that the way you think, the way you act will attract certain stuff. And I've seen that through my academic journey, like the amount of study I've put in and the confidence I've had in my abilities. It's turned into what I've achieved. A common quote I love is that you gain confidence through competence. So you don't gain confidence by thinking of the goal. A lot of people think, oh my God, I'm going to achieve this score. I'm going to achieve this exam result. You don't get confidence by the potential. I know how much potential I have, but that's not the confidence. My confidence isn't, oh, I've got so much more potential than other people. If you think that, your confidence should be, I've actually done this. So confidence through competence. How can you do that? You need to set up daily non-negotiables. And then over time, you'll get results by doing these non-negotiables daily. And then those results build your confidence and your internal self-worth. And they make you believe you're smart, and then that unlocks you further. It's just a cycle of just growing as a person. And these daily non-negotiables are going to be, 30 minute study minimum, obviously. maybe per subject. I'm not sure. It's not something I can do for you. It's something you've got to think about for yourself, but I'm giving you the framework for it. Anki review, we're going to get that later, and then past papers, that later. I'm going to give you a structure as well. So you should be getting home, straight away from school or uni, having a rest, doing your Anki review, then make your Anki flashcards for the day if you didn't already do it in class, and then do past papers. Done. Let's get into the method, because I think a lot of you need to change your method. Once you fix your mindset, and it's not going to fix it, it's just something you're going to be working on. But you need to change your method. A lot of you need to change your method. A lot of you, 99% of you watching this video, need to change your method. From what I've seen from helping hundreds, probably even thousands of students by now, a lot of you don't know what you're doing. And I don't mean that as a bad way. No one teaches us how to study. So here I am. Please don't do this. Like, a lot of the girls watching this as well know that you all do this, and some guys do it as well. I used to do this as well. Making pretty notes like that. Like, please tell me, drop me in the comments how you've gone making notes like that. And I'll compare some of my students in my mentorship program and kids that I coach and tutor in my community that use my methods, and I'll compare that to then your methods using notes like this and passive recall, and let's see who gets better results. Because I can guarantee you 90% of the time, 100% of the time, my students in my mentorship program, in my community, are doing better than you with less study because they're using these methods. So if I was you, I would be using these methods as well. The stuff I'm teaching you here is what I use to achieve my results as well. Passive recall, why is it bad? Well, you don't remember anything. It's scientifically proven. Like, I'm not going to get into the details, but just trust me on this. Passive recall, not a good thing. It's when you just read something. Imagine I got this water bottle and on the back it says 10 cents refund at collection. How would I remember that? Just by reading it and reading it. Active recall is by thinking, okay, what was on that water bottle? 10 cents refund at collection. Then checking it and then getting it right. That's active recall. You're actively trying to recall the information by basically testing yourself. Past papers and flashcards are the two best things. As well as active recall, you need spaced repetition. So say that today I remembered what's on the back of that water bottle. Tomorrow I'm going to try again. And if I get it wrong, then I'm going to try it again another 10 minutes. And if I get it right, maybe another half an hour. And then if I get it right again, maybe the next day. If I get it right, maybe the next week. Spaced repetition, space it out. You don't need to be doing as much as you are doing. You don't need to be rote learning content with your notes like this. You really don't. This is what you're going to be doing. Please do this. Like, I'm giving you my exact method that I use in high school. Anki review daily. You might be wondering what Anki is. It's basically this flashcard app. I will have a YouTube video on my channel, like literally within a couple of days, teaching you how to do it. So don't stress if you're waiting for it or if you're watching this later. Check that out straight away. I'll link it in the description or go straight to my channel. It'll be the video after this one. You need to be using Anki. I don't care who you are. Maybe English is the only subject that you can't use it in, but chem, physics, math, you don't really need notes. Business, law, all your subjects, you can use Anki. Two things. Anki, make your flashcards in class or when you have your lecture. Then you get home, review, and then after you review, past papers. They're the only two things you need. Is that simple? Flashcards are your notes. Anki flashcards are your notes. And then past papers is just your practice. You need to be doing past papers literally. Like, don't start 2 weeks before your exam. Start the day you learn the content. Make your flashcards, review the flashcards, do past papers at night, maybe even half an hour, and then ramp it up over time. It is this simple. Sunday nights as well, this is a little bonus. Sunday nights, I use the traffic light system. So I will get my syllabus or my content and I will go on my iPad and I'll highlight green for I understand it, orange for in the middle, red for I'm cooked for it. What that does is if I do that every Sunday night, and if you do this every Sunday night, I like Sunday nights because it's like the end of the week, then you know for that next week exactly where you need to be studying. In your Anki review doesn't change, but your past papers, you know where you need to be practicing. Get those reds to orange, get those oranges to green, keep those greens at green. More on that a bit later in other videos as well. The most important step, consistency. Consistency beats everything. You don't need to do a 12-hour study binge. You literally just need to show up for 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours max, even max a day. In uni this semester, I studied for maybe an hour a day, 2 hours a day on average. One thing I love is the Pareto's principle. If you love math, then you know this. It's the idea that 20% of your effort creates 80% of your results. So you need to find the most effective study techniques. Note-taking with rote learning and passive recall is not effective as much as Anki and past papers are. So find those effective study techniques, which I've literally just given to you, and double down on those. If you go so hard on those, that will give you 80% of your results. And really, it'll probably just give you 100% of the results. Small wins every day add up. to huge results. That's how you stop cramming and start owning your academics. You should never be cramming again because you should be starting with your Anki review the day you learn that content, and then you just do it. You revise that bit of content whenever it pops up. I'll teach you more about that a bit later in other videos. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't feel like doing it, but you do it every day. I hope you do it every day. Please brush your teeth every day. I hope you do that every day, but you do it every day because the long-term benefits are worth it. And that's exactly what we're doing here. I don't want you to waste your time. Like, live a life. Don't be studying 5 hours a day. You don't need to. And that's it. That's my 3 steps. That's literally it. Your comeback can literally start now after this video. Use these 3 steps. Fix your identity. Use my method. Watch my Anki video that's coming out soon, and then be consistent. Daily non-negotiables. Make a to-do list and do those things every day, and you'll smash school. Lastly, also what I want to say is, don't focus on the exam scores that you want to get. Don't say, oh, I want to ace this exam. I want to get 90% of this exam. Focus on becoming a high achiever and becoming an academic weapon, and the results will follow. Instead of saying, I really want to ace this exam, say, I really want to get my 2 hours study done tonight. I really want to smash my Anki review tonight. That's what your goal should be. The goal should be the process, and the results come naturally. And also, if you focus on the results, what I realized in school, I was, achieving such high results, but it was never enough, and I had really low internal worth because I was relying on external validation of, getting 100% in my math or this sort of stuff, and what others thought about me, about being, a leader in that. But when I've recently, last month or so, just started realizing that all of your self-worth and confidence will come from these daily non-negotiables and these efforts and the process. If the process becomes your goal, you gain more confidence. And then if you gain more confidence, you become more of an academic weapon. So focus on becoming the person who achieves the results, not actually achieving them. And how do you do this? It's easier said than done. Apply what I've taught you right now. When you click off this video, apply it right now. Even as I'm talking, do it. And if you want more and you're super keen to become an academic weapon, I've actually got an exclusive community of high achievers opening up where once you join, I'll upload free courses, host weekly Q&As, weekly study calls, coaching calls, all of that. Literally courses of me talking, showing you my exact systems that I wouldn't be showing on here. And all of that to get you to achieve what I did and what I'm currently achieving. And even more, I hope you surpass. If you can, check out the link in this video's description, my community called High Achievers. But other than that, if you apply what I've just taught you, you will become an academic weapon. You will have an academic comeback. So good luck with your exams, and yeah, best of luck.